Hello there, welcome to Portal 2. To this point, all you need to do to prep for this is to subscribe to the map on the Steam Workshop link. From there, you can go to Unity Test Chambers, to Compare Chambers, Multiverse or Acrobatics. Now, to start here, I'm just going to let Cave Johnson talk.
Welcome, test subject. It's Cave, Prime, from Earth 1. I am speaking to you from across time and space. I am literally in the future. Hold on. What? All right, my assistant Greg tells me none of that's true. Got excited. You are the first test subject we have ever sent into a parallel universe, which apparently has nothing to do with time travel. Still exciting. Anyway, you should be seeing a test chamber in front of you. We designed it. Those backwater universe yokels built it, and you're gonna test it. Remember, you gotta let us know if it works or not. Otherwise, you're wasting everybody's time on 2 Earths. All right, get to it.
That is something that I had enabled through BMod. I have no idea if that can be played in vanilla, but that is my chosen voice line, and I was able to select that. I felt it was best fitting for this kind of puzzle that's kind of outside of normal Portal gameplay, and it gives it a little bit of lore or story. That start here. Straight away, you're met with a light bridge. This is the first of 3 tutorial sections, which kind of reteach the game to you if you're a kind of old player. You're designed for a player you've completed Portal 2 or at least Portal 1, but you've not played in a while and you need some reminding of the mechanics. So this really only has one option, everything else is non-portable, and walking off is death. So you get Portal 1, Portal 2, kind of immediately kind of represents what this bridge does. Moving on, similar kind of thing with laser. This is a checkpoint, stops you going backwards. With this laser, it gives you much more options, kind of present that lasers can be placed in a variety of areas. And this opens up the hatch, which is represented by the outlines. And down you go. Get to the portal, prevents you from going backwards. Now if we go around here, track beam. If I try to press button with just give it a try or open, I might even be able to glitch it so I go down. By intended, you need to use the track beam in order to press the cube against the button. Now, my alarm's going up. There we go. Right. Moving on from here. Pop one down. Here's a little introduction to the AO faceplate. Don't really have any other option other than to use it. Swings you around and shows us what it does. Get to here, closes behind you, can't backtrack, and there's your checkpoint. And then to shake up a bit from the normal entrance to a level, you're sent upwards into it. So I thought we'd spice it up a bit from different portal levels. Now straight away, you're presented with the room. See the exit from the beginning. It's one of the key design decisions to make sure you know what you're doing. You're in with faceplate, which at this point the player is probably expected just to try out and see what happens. Cube, the beam from the start, and then you're blocked off by these plates, which can be removed and of course was showcased with these kind of things. So if I open this up, you notice that there's a fizzler. Can't bring the cube over. But I want the cube to keep this open. Otherwise, how am I going to get through up there? I've got a track thing, but if it's shut, I can't put through there. Well, you bring the cube over here. Is that the thing? Stays open. Can go back over this, or you can just walk through it this one. Now I can use light bridge and send over. You can sometimes just get up there with this, like so, or you can simply portal up to there, and once you're up there, portal to here. Walk across. One thing I haven't mentioned so far is triggers. I've been using triggers everywhere so far, like closing that hatch behind you. In this case, this trigger in front of this door, it's the opposite. Nice little addition with being VMod and having all these additional tools at my disposal. then laser cuts off behind you. And ideally, the player stood on the platform, which means they get sent down. But you can't backtrack anyway, you can only got one option. From here, get to the second main chamber, or the main chamber. If you're met with the door, clear view, same again. There's this lower down bit, which serves no purpose other than just to make sure you can see the door easier. You've got the button, which you try to stand on, sends you upwards. And that is linked up to both a light bridge and the door. So how do I press the button? Well, first of all we need a cube. There's a cube. This laser is pointing upwards. That was pointing upwards, I'll stand there. Ah, faithfully. Let's have one down. Now I have my cube. I have my way across. Put the cube in the button, put the hair, and that goes down. Great, I can get out the cube and head across. Small issue. It's an activation grill. That's going to give it the cube. If I look all the way down to try and cheese it, it doesn't work. Can't look up either. Extends too high. So how do I get rid of the grill? Lasers. See, that's linked up. Put it across. Grill gone. Back I go. Careful not to go and do the goo of death. If you notice that from here, this part is glass, this middle part you can portal through. So you can solve that entire part of the puzzle from here. Nice little thing that can help you out if you notice early on. Going back across, this time no grill to kill my companion cube. Not sure if I mentioned this earlier, but you'll notice that in the tracked beam, the music changes. That's a little thing that reacts to it. Of which this music is from Portal Stories and Mail, kind of modded in with the model. Now put a cube in here. Small issue. It floats away. What I can do is I can float up with it to get up top of it. Or I can just portal here, either or. Now how do I get this to switch? So it goes down. Well, where's it linked to? That laser. Flip it. There it goes down. And there we go. There's lots of little things like these lights around the levels, keep them nice and lit. But I won't go into too much extra detail as there is limited time.
Alright, this next test may involve trace amounts of time travel.
Let's
so, word of
advice,
if you meet yourself on the testing track, don't make eye contact. Lab boys tell me that'll wipe out time. Entirely. Forward and backward. So, do both of yourselves a favor and just let that handsome devil go about his business.
Yes, Mr. Johnson, sir. There it is. That's the left.